Hey, it's Andrew Huang, and this is Lake Louise in Banff, Alberta. During the summer. But in today's video, I'm gonna be trying to record a song there in sub-zero temperatures in the middle of the lake while it's frozen over. Why am I doing this? Well, story time. I was in Banff for a conference. By the way, how fun is the word Banff? Banff! I was in Banff for a conference 3 years ago. 3:30 a.m. I slept for like 2 hours, and now I'm awake. So I'm gonna explore this huge fancy hotel that they put me up in and try to write a song. Little did I know, I was about to write one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. I was just so inspired being in this hotel surrounded by forests and mountains. I was staying an extra day just to drive to Lake Louise because it's one of my favorite places on the planet, and I just wrote this beautiful thing that night that I couldn't sleep. There was no one else awake in this hotel, not even staff, so I just wandered alone with my thoughts, thinking of melodies and lyrics. They even had this parlor with a piano in it that I very quietly figured out my chords on. And I was filming this thinking it would just be like one of my average videos, like showing me working on a song, then you hear the song, write and record it in a week or two. But no, the song was just too good, and I've been trying to perfect it on and off for the past 3 years. I've had the amazing Grant Stinnett helping out with orchestral arrangements. It's gonna be totally gorgeous, and we are finally gonna finish it in this video. The thing that's actually giving me the kick in the pants to bring it to the finish line right now is that I've been invited back to Banff. Banff! Travel Alberta asked if they could fly me out there to make music inspired by Banff, and I was like, 1, already on it, 2, I will go to Banff any chance that I get, and 3, how great would it be to record my vocal performance for the song on Lake Louise, in the middle of the actual beautiful place that inspired it. So we're gonna head out there and try to do that right after I make some travel montage music. So they're putting me up at the Banff Center, which is like a performing arts school, but it's also just this whole complex with venues and hotels, lots of nature. Just breathing the air here and being around all these trees and mountains is already bringing back so much of that feeling that inspired this song in the first place. But I just know when we get to that magical spot at Lake Louise, it's gonna be like, I think I see a deer. Isn't nature incredible? Okay, so you know what? I made that terrible dad joke, and then immediately after this happened, and I only have the wide-angle lens with me. Yeah. I did want to say though that musical inspiration comes from anywhere, and if you've watched my channel, you've seen me make music with like water and balloons, the simplest things. You don't have to find inspiration by traveling across the country and taking a dog sled or a helicopter, but if you have the chance. 10 p.m. I'm headed to the little lounge in the lobby to hopefully make the music you just heard. Alright, so this track you've been hearing is mostly sounds that I recorded from our winter activities. I did add some drums, but everything else came from skiing or dog sledding or riding a helicopter. The helicopter actually makes an amazing riser sound when it's just starting up. There's also these little bits that are just like cymbals. Once I put a little high pass EQ on them, plus some reverb in some places. That's just a little piece of helicopter. The sort of hi-hat sounds here are just chopped up dog breaths. And then the main awesome bass sound is this dog bark that I've just pitched down and overdriven. And then with the overdrive coming in, put some reverb on the skis for nice little transitions. And then that lead synth sound is actually a dog. And I've just taken off the beginning part and the end part, looped it, so that I can hold it for as long as I want and play it like a synthesizer. We film a little on the way over here. Do you mind being in it at all?
I don't mind.
Okay. I'm here with Jim Ulver from the Banff Center.
Banff Center for Arts and Creativity, and we're delighted to have you here enjoying Alberta.
So we're in the middle of the woods right now, and they've just got all these little studios.
There we go. Come on in.
Wow. Ooh, it's nice and toasty. And you were saying you have 106
We have 106 pianos.
At the Banff Center.
Of course, when you have 55 private rehearsal studios, you gotta have a piano in each one.
Well, well prepared. So this is pretty amazing. Cozy little studio to hang out in the middle of the woods. Joni Mitchell has worked here before. Yeah, pretty stoked. I'm gonna add some piano to the Lake Louise song now. So I don't tend to travel with a mic stand, but they had this blanket lying around, which is working great for our purposes. I think that was the last take I needed. The sun really went down fast here. I'm about to head to dinner with Phil and Essa, but I just wanted to share a couple things about this piano stuff first. I wanted to talk about one of the main chords that I use in this song. C, G, A, C, D. It's like a variant of C major, but you take away the E, and then you replace it with an A and a D. And I normally hate that sixth flavor. Okay, hate is a pretty strong word, but this major chord with a sixth sound, or the variant that I just showed you, I just really try to avoid that sound. I've never really drawn to it in any song, and in Lake Louise, I just had to have that type of chord in that position. I don't know why. There's like this openness to it. I wish I could give you something more juicy and technical about it, but it's just, it feels open, it feels light. It gives me that feeling that I want when I'm dealing with one of the most beautiful places on earth. All right, I'm getting packed up to go. Super excited that this all worked out. I got to use a real piano in Banff. I don't have a piano at home. This song would have had a software piano on it otherwise. And tomorrow, we're gonna try and record on the lake. Okay, so today is the day. We're going to Lake Louise. Gonna try and record there. All right, we're like 3 minutes away here. Up for two potential ways to record, either with the portable audio recorder or like a bit more of a proper way with the Arrow and a microphone on a laptop. I'm just gonna bring this all with me and hope we can get something. I'm walking up now, and I just wanted to share a little bit more about this song because it's so special to me, and it's about more than just nature being beautiful, because when I'm in this place, I'm like confronted with my own insignificance, and from that feeling, all this gratitude wells up just about you know, even in my tiny life, I can stand at the foot of this amazing mountain range and appreciate that and live a life and find love and make music. So it's just amazing. Anyway, here we are. You gotta look at this. It's amazing. Middle of the lake right here. This is a terrible idea. I'm ready if you're ready.
We're rolling here.
If I'm on my knees, but I lay in the dust, take me to Lake Louise. Okay. Stopping point.
Can you cheat that way a bit more?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Here?
Yeah.
Take me to Lake Louise. Sorry, I missed it. Always feel your breath carried on the breeze. Yes! It definitely is gonna work. I think this is gonna sound great. Can't believe we did this. I'm so cold. I feel like people aren't gonna believe that this isn't a studio recording, but this is this mic going into this here right now. If it weren't so cold, I would record on frozen lakes all the time. Wow, I don't think I could be happier with how that went. Making the trek back to land now, I guess. And I'm gonna go work on these vocals back at the hotel. Our union is a mountain that stands 100,000. Back at the hotel, this is definitely gonna work. It just sounds like a studio, like we're out in the middle of a lake in a completely different environment than you normally would be recording, but I think because it's so open and because there's all this snow around, there's just not a lot of bounce back. It's just a nice recording environment. And I'm just so happy that I got to sing this love song to Mother Nature in the exact spot where I was inspired to write it. So I'm gonna mix these vocals back in with the instruments that I recorded at home and share that with you now. Doesn't make a difference to you if I'm on my knees, but I lay in the dust and do pray my soul to keep. I couldn't be the fountain or the trees. Take me to Lake Louise. Tell you music from noise and what it meant to me, but it all sinks in the water so blue. Doesn't make a difference to you if I'm on my knees, but I lay in the dust and do pray my soul to keep. I always feel your breath carried on the breeze. Oh, please take me to Lake Louise. Take me to Lake Louise. Take me to Lake Louise. Take me to Lake Louise.